Mr. Speaker, the Liberal government brags every day about all the money they spend, but it's not their money. It's the paychecks of hard-working Canadians. It's money that families could be spending to put food on the table. But instead, this Prime Minister uses it to feed his endless bureaucracy. They snuck in a hidden industrial carbon tax on fertilizer and farm equipment that hits families on the checkout line. Canada should be the breadbasket for the world, but under this Liberal government, Canada can't even feed itself. Will the Prime Minister put partisanship aside and scrap the industrial carbon tax in his budget so Canadian farmers can feed this country?
Hear, 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 hear.
The Honourable Secretary of State for Seniors.
Mr. Speaker, Halloween has come early for the Conservatives this year. With their imaginary taxes, their ghoulish views on Canadians, calling Canadian school food programs disgusting, calling the RCMP despicable, and demanding a $56 billion cut that would get OAS and GIS that seniors rely on gutted. Mr. Speaker, today seniors will see in their bank accounts an increase on their OAS and their GIS deposited right into their accounts. This is Canada's largest anti-poverty initiative, and Canadians know that they can trust us to ensure that we have their backs.
Well done.
I see that the Honourable Secretary of State is wearing a button. Unless it says "Have a nice day," it would not be permitted. So. Anyway, I just to let the member know. Thank you. The Honourable Member for Cambridge.
Hear, hear.
Mr. Speaker, Liberals keep saying everything's great, but the only thing growing faster than their debt is the food bank line, while they play hide and seek on taxes. Taxing farmers with the hidden industrial carbon tax while 2.2 million people visit the food bank every single month is insanity. 20% of them work full-time, 33% are children. Anyone but the Liberals can see Canadians are going to bed with empty stomachs on empty promises. Conservatives have a plan to help farmers thrive and families eat. So I ask again, will the Prime Minister support Conservatives' plan to scrap the industrial carbon tax in his budget so Canadian farmers can affordably feed this country?
The Honourable Secretary of State for Seniors.
Canadians know that there are no taxes on their food. So while the Conservatives talk about imaginary taxes, this government is taking real action to support seniors in this country. We're cutting red tape. We're building homes faster. We've introduced dental care that now more than 2 million seniors have access to. We're building an economy that works for everyone. The Conservatives, however, have a record of pushing the retirement age higher, cutting benefits, and leaving seniors behind. While they're voting against every support for seniors and threatening to do that with the upcoming budget, we're empowering older Canadians. We're protecting them and having their back.
The Honourable Member for Kitchener Centre.
Mr. Speaker, every dollar this Liberal government spends comes out of the pockets of Kitchener Centre residents. Hidden, not imaginary, hidden taxes like the food packaging tax is baked into the sticker price, driving up the cost of food. Will the Liberals' own numbers shows that Canadians' $1.3 billion it will be in costs over the next decade for this tax. The more they spend, the more Canadians pay. Will this Prime Minister put partisanship aside and scrap the food packaging tax so Canadians can afford to live?
The Honourable Minister of Jobs and Families.
Mr. Speaker, all across Ontario, families are benefiting from, let me get this, Mr. Speaker, $16 a day for childcare, down from $70 a day. Mr. Speaker, this is phenomenal, and it's adding thousands of dollars in the pockets of Canadian families every single month, Mr. Speaker. That's the power of investing in families. That's the power of investing in children, and that's why Canadians trust us to have their backs and know that these guys would cut everything they rely on in a heartbeat.
The Honourable Member for Bellechasse-les-Étrements-Lévis. Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister wants to be judged on the basis of grocery store prices. Ironically, Liberal hidden taxes on food are driving up grocery costs. We're talking about the industrial carbon tax, the food packaging tax, and clean fuel regulations that increase the cost of transporting, producing, and marketing food. The more the Liberals spend, the more Canadians pay at the grocery store. Will the Prime Minister eliminate these food taxes in his budget and make life more affordable for Canadians? The Honourable Secretary of State for Children and Youth. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Across the way, they're still talking about these imaginary taxes. I spoke to the Breakfast Club of Canada today, and that's an organization that supports many children to have access to the nutrition program in school. They say that making the National Scoot program permanent is an important step for health, learning, and the well-being of children, as well as for social and economic resilience in Canada. I hope my colleagues across the way will support this budget and support this program being permanent. The Honourable Member for Bellechasse-les-Etchemins-Lévis. Mr. Speaker, figures are stubborn. Food inflation is skyrocketing, up by 4%. Food Banks Canada reported a record 2.2 million visits in a single month this week. 20% of food bank users work full-time. 33% of users are children. The Conservatives have a plan to make life affordable for Canadians again. I repeat, will the Prime Minister eliminate these food taxes in his budget and make life affordable for Canadians? The Honourable Minister for Government Transformation. Mr. Speaker, it's fascinating to hear the Conservatives tell us about imaginary taxes. There are no taxes on groceries. I'd repeat it for the benefit of the colleagues across the way. If they want to talk about real things, not imaginary things, let's talk about the dental care program that helps about 20,000 people in her riding. How about the food program in schools? Thousands of people in her riding. What about other programs that will help 100,000 kids in Quebec? The very programs that this school food that these agencies support. They only have a plan to sacrifice these programs.